Hello and welcome to Swahili Kingdom. So today we are doing the Leah noun class summary with its pronoun, possessives, of, plural, sentences, and more. If you are looking to improve your Swahili noun class understanding, then you are in the right place. We talked about all noun classes with their prefixes in plurals, adjectives, sentences, possessives, demonstratives, or, of, relative pronoun, and numbers on our two live streams in this channel, on our two live streams on noun classes. But some of you requested me to make a short video on each noun class because the live streams were too long. So they requested me to make a video, and here it is. And guess what? This video has free notes, a PDF with notes, which will be sent to you via email. So sign up using the link in the description box below or in the comments now. Today I get to you with a language learning offer opportunity from Italki. Italki is a huge online group of both native and non-native community. We have teachers, community teachers and professional teachers who give one-on-one lessons. You can learn Swahili and over 130 other languages anytime, anywhere. So they gave me an offer to pass on to you, and since many of you ask me how they can talk to native speakers, Italki is the solution. So the offer is you will receive $10 free credit in your student wallet 48 hours after you first purchase of any amount. Just click on the link and sign up. Learn from anywhere in the world, incredibly affordable way of learning. There is even $1 trial lesson, much cheaper than an offline tutor. There is a community accessible for free. Use it to learn the language culture from native speakers who know the real deal. So learn Swahili and over 130 other languages anywhere and in the world, as long as you have a stable internet connection. We have a native communities, teachers, trial lessons, language challenges, which you can access for free. So use the link in the description box below. You can use niche classes, meaning there is Swahili for tourists and other categories too. Get it today to quickly grasp the Swahili in your niche. Get the accent you want, meaning the accent from Kenya, Tanzania, or wherever country that you want. Leah noun class talk. Here are the most important things you need to know about Leah noun class. And if you don't know anything about Leah noun class, this is your first time hearing about noun classes, I suggest you check the video suggested above, the Leah noun class, so that you can start having at least something that you know about Leah noun class. So this noun class is comprised of any noun which its plural starts with ma. Some body parts, nouns which starts with ma and don't have a singular. There is no prefix in the singular of this class, but their plural prefix is always ma. However, if the noun stem is of one syllable or it begins with a vowel, G or J is prefixed in the singular. So in this video, we will talk about affixes used in adjectives, sentences, numbers, possessives, relative clauses, and more. So the first one, we start with adjectives. There is no prefix in the singular, and ma prefix is used in plural. Example, gari. Then we have the adjective zuri. Zuri. Zuri adjective means that you need to add a prefix because there is a hyphen before zuri. So you need to add a prefix. But with Leah noun class, they don't have prefixes in singular. Gari zuri, rinda zuri, no prefix. But in plural, you add ma to become magari mazuri, marinda mazuri. Something I want to tell you, maybe you might be worried about, is how to make the plural of the noun, like how gari became magari. Don't worry, in few minutes in this video, you're going to know how to make the plural. How to form gari, how to form magari from the word gari. Okay? Gari zuri, magari mazuri. Nice car, nice cars or vehicles. Rinda zuri, marinda mazuri. Nice dress, nice dresses. Did you notice that there is no prefix in singular? Kindly don't put a prefix in the singular. Don't say gari lizuri, a common mistake that many of you make. Say gari zuri and not gari lizuri. Second, with sentences. We use prefix li in singular and ya in plural. We use prefix li in the singular and ya in the plural. Example, gari. We know gari is a car or a vehicle, and we used it as an example. We used it as an example before, so you know it is in the li ya noun class. So gari zuri, we say that. So with a sentence we'll say gari limepotea. Gari limepotea. Magari yamepotea. Magari yamepotea. Singular and plural respectively. Rinda limepotea. And the me is the me tense, the present perfect tense. If you want to know something about the present perfect tense, and maybe you don't know the Swahili present perfect tense, check the video suggested above before you go on. So let's get the 3 adjectives we can use for more sentences. We have tamu, sweet or delicious, safi, clean, and baya, bad or ugly. And remember, these adjectives require prefixes. This adjective requires prefixes. But with li ya noun class, there is no prefix in the singular, and the plural prefix is ma. With numbers, there is no prefix in the singular, and ma when many. Ma prefix is used when many, more than one. Example, magari kumi, magari kumi. Why didn't you use the ma prefix and it's 10 cars? They are more than one. Why didn't you use the ma prefix? Because with numbers, only 2, 3, 4, and 5 take the ma prefix. The others do not. You write the number the way it is. You write the number the way it is, like kumi. You can't say magari makumi. You will say magari kumi. So you only add ma with number 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other ones don't take any prefix. Let's see more examples. Rinda moja, 1 dress. Marinda manne. Marinda manne, and not rinda nne. Because we have added ma because it is a 4. We only add ma when it is number 2, 3, 4, and 5. The rest don't add ma. The rest don't add ma. I hope you got that. Don't add ma on the rest. 4, with possessives. We use I, we use la, not I, L in singular, and Y prefix in plural. And we have 6 possessive suffixes in Swahili. If you don't know about possessives in Swahili, check the link suggested above for you to be familiar with them. So, example, gari langu. We all know that gari is in the li ya noun class. I have used the example gari from the beginning of the video. So you know gari is in the li ya noun class. Gari langu. Suffix angu plus prefix la. La for singular. Magari yangu. Not magari mangu. Okay? Not magari mangu. We use ya for possessives in plural. Gari langu, magari yangu. Not gari angu, magari mangu. Okay? Be careful with that. Rinda langu, marinda yangu. Tunda lake, matunda yake. Tunda is a fruit. So take it right that we just prefix L, singular, and ya, plural. There is no ma prefix here for possessives, unless it is the noun itself, and we are going to talk about the nouns later on, so be patient. Number 5, with demonstratives. So we are giving the 6 all the 6 demonstratives used in the Leah noun class. We have hili and haya, these and these. Hili singular, haya plural. Hilo and hayo, that and those. Hilo singular, hayo plural. Lile, yale, that one, those ones. Lile singular, yale plural. The difference between hilo and hayo, lilo, hayo, and lile, yale is because hilo and hayo is used for a distance which is a bit near, and lile and yale is used for a distance which is far away. Gari hili, magari haya. This car, these cars. Rinda hilo, marinda hayo. That dress, those dresses. Let's add 3 noun classes. Jino, koti, and tunda. Jino is a tooth, plural meno. Koti, a coat. Tunda, a fruit. So let's go to formation of off in Swahili. And there is a whole video on forming off with all 14 Swahili noun classes. You can check the link suggested above for that whole video. We use L singular, prefix L, and prefix Y for plural. These prefixes are just placed before an A to form off in Swahili. Example, gari la baba. Gari la baba. 2. Magari ya baba. Magari ya baba. If you look to off and possessives in the Leah noun class, they have the same prefixes. For possessives, we say they use prefix la and ya. And the same you can see for formation of off, we use prefix la and ya. The suffixes are the only one which are different. For possessives, we have separate suffixes, the angu, ako, ake, and more. And this one, we only have suffix a. Go and watch the video for forming off in Swahili with the 14 noun classes in one video and see how you go with it. 7, with relative pronouns. We use lo singular and yo plural with relative pronouns. Though relative pronouns can be used as prefixes or suffix or infixes. Prefixes or infixes, okay? Prefix is put before a word and infix is put in between a word. Example, gari ambalo limepotea. Magari ambayo yamepotea. A car that has gotten lost. Cars that have gotten lost. This is when we use amba. When we use amba, we use a suffix. We add the suffix lo or yo. But we can add an infix when you don't want to use amba. Gari lililo potea. Gari lililo potea. So you see we have put it in between. We have infixed the lo. Magari yaliyopotea. We have infixed the yo. We have infixed the yo. A car that got lost. Cars that got lost. I suggest you check a topic on relative clauses, a part on our YouTube channel live for clarity on this topic. We answered a lot of questions asked about the relative pronouns. In pluralizing, we don't have any prefix in singular that has a specific pattern, but we use ma prefix in plural, always. And as said, nouns in this class have no specific prefix in singular, but the plural must have a ma prefix. The plural must have a ma prefix. So this is pluralizing the nouns. I told you that we are going to talk about it. Thank you for the patience. You are now here. So for example, the word gari, You know gari is in the Lia noun class. Gari is a car or a vehicle. A gari will become magari. Magari. The ma prefix must be there in the plural. But for the singular, the prefix is not there. It is not known. It doesn't have a specific pattern. As long as a noun has a ma in their plural, they might be belonging to the Lia noun class. How they follow each other in a sentence. Start with the noun, demonstrative, possessive, or of, number, adjective, and a relative pronoun. That's how they follow each other on a sentence, if you are wondering about that. And here are some of the nouns in this class. If you got yourself the PDF, you can see these example of nouns and more in that PDF. And if you didn't get your PDF, you can sign up using the link in the description box below or in the comments. Sign up so that next time you won't miss your PDF. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!